Hi friends, Jim here, back in the shop after the Chicago Pipe Show, smoking my Missouri Meerschaum Charlestown Cobbler Corn Cob. It's a C&D model. Picked this up, and this is my only acquisition at the Chicago Pipe Show. I picked this one up, and I picked another one up for my dad. So, smoked pretty nice. Got a nice acrylic bit on it. So, smoking pretty good. Definitely gonna put this in rotation to take to work, smoke it while I'm driving around. So, in it, smoking a little GLP's Hotto's Delight. The tasty blend. And drinking a little Cat and Cloud coffee this morning. So, sorry I didn't film this earlier. I've been a little under the weather. All the hard work getting ready for the show and flying there and back and being at the show, shaking a lot of hands, talking to a lot of people, and felt a little under the weather when I got back. Just fighting off a cold for 2 or 3 days there, but got a lot of sleep, feel better. So anyway, thought I'd do a recap of the Chicago show. We left the Thursday before the show. Left real early, flew in, got there probably about, got into Chicago about 2:30. Then went out to the resort. Took a little nap. Had to get up at 3 in the morning to make the flight, so a little tired. So took a little nap. Went down to the smoking tent. Met up with John David from Country Squire, and then John Michael from Rocks Pipes. And we hung out there Thursday night. Had a few bowls. I brought a tin of Dulcet with me, Virginia Blend, 1996, and popped that. And well, it was just like brown sugar, tasty as heck, really good stuff. So we enjoyed that. And then stayed up too late, got up too early on Friday. Got down there and got in line at 6:30 for the free show on Friday for the swap meet trade show type deal where you get a half a table for free, first come first serve. And they started the line off in the tent, and it wound around the tent and out the door into kind of like a little hallway there, then out into the parking lot. And we got there at 6:30 and we were just inside the door, so worrying about getting a table. And luckily got a table, no problem. They opened it up early, so at 7:30 everyone was in there setting up, and by 8 o'clock people were coming in and starting to shop already, so that started early. And then some people came in and they were right behind me. They're just out into the parking lot standing there, and when they started letting people in, man, it was a free-for-all trying to get a table. I went right through and went right to the back and got right on the end. And then people were sitting up next to me, and saw Ian Barnes come through, and Ian looked at me, and I looked at him, and he said, "You mind if I sit up here with you?" And I said, "No, come on, jump in, there's plenty of room." So he sat up right next to me, so we got to BS on Friday as we stood there. Had nice weather Friday morning. Rained Thursday. We're kind of worried about it, but Friday morning it was overcast and it sunnied up real nice. Turnout was great this year for Friday and Saturday. I was really surprised how many people showed up and were walking around looking at stuff. It was really cool. Glad that it was back up over the last couple of years. I think weather had a lot to do with that. The last couple of years it's been cold and rain, and this year it was beautiful. It was a little humid, but it was gorgeous weather. So a lot of pipe makers there this year. So if you walked through there and didn't find a pipe you couldn't find one you liked, then it's on you. It's a personal problem because there are so many different pipe makers, so many different styles of pipes, and my goodness, I walked through there and I could easily have bought 24 pipes from my collection. They were just gorgeous. So, talking to Ian, we're gonna do a little pipe trade. So, let's get that in the works right now. So, anyway, had a great time, great food. Man, we were there, went to fish fry, all you could eat ribs on Saturday night with friends. I mean, it's just fantastic. Saw a lot of old friends, made new friends, met a lot of people from YouTube and from Instagram and Facebook. It was fantastic. Thank you everyone for coming by the table and saying hi, man. It was great. It was really, really nice. Seemed this year, not a lot of pipes were being bought. Some pipes were being bought, but this year it seemed like a lot of people were concentrating on tobacco. I saw some people that were buying anywhere from 30 to 50 tins of tobacco at a time. So I saw one guy with a duffel bag he was running around with. He was showing his buddy. He must have had 100 tins of tobacco in the thing. So, and what I saw and what I heard was Mike and Mary from McClellan brought the rest of their stock that they had with them and gave it to Ewan Reese to sell at the show. So they had a 10-tin limit. They were selling it at MSRP, so it was like $10.50 a tin for a 2-ounce tin. And they had it just stacked up on the shelves there. And a half hour before the show started, the vendors started lining up. So by the time the doors opened Saturday morning at 10, there was already 24 people in line. And a lot of people ran in, went right there and bought it. And then they had their friends buying tobacco for them and stuff and loading up on the McClellans. So it was kind of sad, but it was nice seeing Mike and Mary there. Getting to talk to Mike a little bit. So anyway, a lot of people were buying tobacco. I did bring a few pipes home from the show. I got them up on the website now for sale if you're interested in going and looking at them. I have the bent Bulldog, and I'm sorry I didn't show these pipes better before I left. I meant to, and I got them all packed up. It was the night before, and I was like, man, do I unpack everything and try and shoot a video or just go to bed? And I just went to bed. I was so darn tired. But I've got the Bulldog here. It's got a special edition colored stem, SEM, brindle, green, kind of tannish. Nice Bulldog. Diamond shank. It's got a 1.5 inch by 3/4 inch bowl. So got that one for sale. Also have kind of a smaller smooth brandy. Smooth, straight grain. Got some nice bird's eye on top. Carries the grain around the pipe very nicely. It's got a honey cumberland stem. And it's got killer bird's eye on the bottom. Hope you can see that with the lighting in here. Anyway, I had that one for sale on the website. Also have the Swedish ball, military mount, brass ring. SEM brindle stem, sand color. Dark brown stain on this pipe here. Also have up the long billiard, almost a Bing bowl, about 1 3/4 by 3/4 inch. So nickel silver band, special edition SEM brindle for the stem. Came out real nice. Smooth top. It's a nice grain there. Sorry about the lighting. I thought it was going to be better. But it's got some nice grain on it. Nice blast. I have that one up on the website. and then also bent Cobra. This one was a commission. The person decided they didn't want it because they had bought some pipes before the show, and they ended up getting an acorn that I had, and they ended up not buying this one. So this one's got a black acrylic stem. I usually don't make acrylic stems. I prefer the ebonite, but full bent, and yes, it passes a pipe cleaner. So it's some really nice grain on it. I'm really tempted to keep this one for myself. Got a real nice blue acrylic accent band on it, shank cap. Really lights up nice in the sunlight. So it feels great in the hand. It's going to be a good smoker. I do also have this one here. This is my first fish that I ever made with a teardrop shank. Right here. I didn't put this one on the website because it's my first fish. It carries that ridge all the way around to the top. Smooth top. It's got a brass ring for strength in the back. So nice brindle stem on this one, Cumberland. And I'm thinking about keeping this one for myself. So it's going to be a great smoker. It's got a larger bowl. It's got a 13/16 bowl, and it's probably right at 1.6 inch. So almost 1 3/4 deep. Nice brandy shape. So probably keep that one. Anyway, that's what I got left from the pipe show there. Sold a few pipes, delivered some commissions, and pretty much broke even, paid for the show. So it worked well for me. Anyway, I just wanted to do a recap, show you what we got left over, show you what I got at the show, and we'll talk to you guys later. Anyway, have a good one. Stay smoky. Be well. Bye.